foremost stands of nations, for she came from God above. Tell of her in sweet oblations how she brings redeeming love. Holy Zion, joy of nations, Christ the founder, priest and king. In her ever shall God's praises from her door ring out children. God hath raised up Zion's daughter to defend his holy word. Yea, from heaven he came and sought her, and from her has Zion made. Holy Zion, joy of nations, Christ the founder, priest and king. In her ever shall God's praises from her door ring arches ring. Zion foremost stands of nations, for she came from God above. Tell of her in sweet oblations how she brings redeeming love. Holy Zion, joy of nations, Christ the founder, priest and king. In her ever shall God's praises from her door ring out children. God hath raised up Zion's daughter to defend his holy word. Yea, from heaven he came and sought her, and from her has Zion made. Holy Zion, joy of nations, Christ the founder, priest and king. In her ever shall God's praises from her door ring arches ring. Zion for